Welcome to the StrikeEngine FPL look at Game Week 3 fixture difficulty rating. These ratings are using the StrikeEngine fixture difficulty rating. It uses the fixture difficulty rating from the Premier League combined with a few other bits of data to come up with something with a bit more resolution than we get from FPL itself. So with that being said, let's have a look at the Game Week 3 fixtures, and the big standout is Nottingham Forest. We are looking at the bigger the negative number, the easier the fixture should be. So Nottingham Forest, clear winner, big step ahead of everyone else. Then we followed by Man City with a -4, then Chelsea, then Spurs. Everton are also up there with a -2, and then we're getting close to 50-50s. And Crystal Palace at -1.67, Arsenal -0.4. They've got that tough fixture against Liverpool, although it is at home. But before we jump into our transfers, looking at that, let's look at the average for the next 5 game weeks. And again, we've got Spurs. Their fixtures just get better over the next 5 weeks. A massive -4.7, which tells us that they got a really nice fixture run coming up. Then it's followed by Arsenal, even though Arsenal are off to a tough start against Liverpool in Game Week 3. From there on in, things get much better for them, or they should be. Nottingham Forest, impossible to maintain a -6.8, but they're still a -2.5 for the next 5 game weeks. This -6 is going to be skewing that number a little bit because it is quite a big -6. It's a big number for a negative. So this -2, maybe it looks a bit easier than what it actually is. And then we've got Chelsea with a -3 going into a -2. Liverpool, like I said, they got a tough fixture against Arsenal. But their fixtures from then on in for the next 5 game weeks -2. So I think for this week, Spurs look, for me, the standout. They've got a -2 game week 3, and then the next 5 game weeks are even better with a -4.7. So definite standout for Spurs. I'd say Arsenal, they've got that tough one against Liverpool, so I probably wouldn't bother with Arsenal. If you're on the fence about an Arsenal player, I would probably wait a week for them. Wait until this game week run starts in game week 4. Nottingham Forest again. It's hard to say recommend them to get a player in for 1 week, but it is a big -6, so it might be worth getting a big scoring player in just for the week, depending on what your team looks like, obviously. And then we've got Chelsea. They've got a -3 next week in game week 3, and then it continues. They've still got -2, so that's like a good consistent run of decent games there. Liverpool, hard one next week, so I probably wouldn't be looking for to transfer in any Liverpool players I'm on the fence about at the moment. Probably wait a week for that, but it does look quite good after that with a -2. Man City, they've got a -4, but that's going to be skewing the average over the next 5 weeks, and that goes to a -1.9. So their run is not great for the game week 4 to 7, 4 to 8. I mean, Spurs, like I said, look like the standout really, and then I'd say also Chelsea look like the standout for long-term transfers, for players that you're going to be looking to get in for at least for sort of 5 weeks. I'd say Spurs and Chelsea are the most appealing ones according to the StrikeEngine fixture difficulty rating. Let's have a quick look at the worst teams while we're here. So obviously West Ham got off to a horrible start, and I don't think it was bad luck. They do look really bad at the back. I think this number is going to be pretty representative. They're not great, and then they're not looking great for the next 5 game weeks either. But I think they've got off to such a bad start. I mean, any team they play is going to be difficult. Another one, you got Brighton. If he start, and it doesn't look like to be getting any better for them either. Fulham got a tough one next week, but then it improves a bit. But still, if it's a plus number, then the chances are, well, according to the difficulty rating, they are more likely to lose than win. Bournemouth, again, they've got a tough one next week, but it should get a bit easier. But I wouldn't be looking at Bournemouth this week. And I think it's important to add while we're doing this, as I wrap this up, that we are only 2 game weeks in. Things can change a lot in every game week until we get about, I would say 4 or 5 game weeks under our belt. These numbers could change, quite a lot. So at the moment, depending on the results next week, these numbers could be completely different for game week 4. But that's how it stands at the moment with 2 games played. Guys, that's the game week 3 fixture difficulty look from StrikeEngine FPL. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and if you want to see this tool, it's free to access. Link is in the video description. That's it for now. I'll see you next time.